What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy, Cool Kind of Boxing, coming at you with another boxing video for the boxing hits and the boxing minds. Manny Pacquiao, 62 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws, 39 KOs, a legend. Errol Spence Jr., 27 wins, 0 losses, and 21 KOs. Yes, Manny Pacquiao is looking great in the training. Again, he's now looking like he's stepping it up to a whole nother level. He's getting ready for the young buck, Errol Spence Jr., who's going to find all kind of problems with a legend like Manny Pacquiao. Number one, Manny Pacquiao's speed. He has dominant speed in boxing even today at 42 years old. He is a legend in the sports. Nobody can withstand his blistering hand speed or his explosiveness. Well, a lot of the champion fighters are now picking Spence to win this fight because of his youth and because of his activity. A lot of Manny Pacquiao doubters say that the inactivity is the thing that is going to play against Pacquiao in this fight because of his age and because, over a period of time, a fighter needs to stay sharp, stay in fighting condition, and they need experience in the ring, to keep their tools at optimal level. And they think that because Errol Spence's activity, his youth, that he has the advantage in this fight. But let's take a minute to celebrate the spirit of Manny Pacquiao. Being his age, he's still testing himself. He's still fighting the best. And there's something to be said about that. He could have went and fought exhibitions, and, of course he tried to fight some exhibitions, but when the challenge came up in the end, he decided to go ahead and fight the best. And, with a lot of old timers, they get a big win. He beat Keith Thurman, and they lavish in the praise of the fans, and they fall back on their laurels and things like that. And Manny Pacquiao, of course, he has done this, but he has come back, and he's looked at the best in the division, the most dangerous in the division, and he said, you know what, to hell with it. And he's he's standing up to the challenge. He's saying, hey, you might as well go in there and face the best, And Errol Spence Jr., he is the top at the welterweight division. He has the IBF, he has the WBC belt, and Manny Pacquiao has the WBA belt. So why not unify? And they recently just gave Pacquiao the belt back for champion in recess, away from Ugas who had the belt. And Pacquiao came back after the COVID, and he was in recess because of the COVID and inactivity because of the COVID. So the WBA decided to go ahead and give Manny Pacquiao back his belt. So now this is a unification championship fight. And but let's give it up for Manny Pacquiao for passing the torch down to the next generation, and he's not afraid to do that. And Errol Spence Jr. has said many times that Manny Pacquiao is not afraid of anybody. He will fight anybody, just given the right circumstances and the right amount of money. So we know that Manny Pacquiao has other things going on. He's a senator in his country. Just let that sink in. He is a senator in his country looking maybe one day to become president. So not only is he a icon in boxing, he is a icon in his country. He is a leader in his country. So with leaders come strength, and we can see it all over Manny Pacquiao facing this challenge. And, him giving Errol Spence Jr. this opportunity shows you what a great, real boxing legend Manny Pacquiao is in the most classic boxing traditional sense. He will be giving Errol Spence a chance to cement his legacy. Let that sink in. He's giving Errol Spence an opportunity to cement his legacy in the game. He will be guaranteed a spot in the Hall of Fame for fighting such a legend, and if the fight is competitive, it will be a fight to remember by all boxing fans. So look at this man, and we have to salute Manny Pacquiao, his courage, his talent in the ring, his intelligence, and his heart. Think about it. Floyd Mayweather. One thing about Floyd Mayweather is he was very picky and very selfish about passing on the boxing legacy to who. He was very petty about that. He didn't want to give it to just anybody or give anybody the opportunity. So for Manny Pacquiao to pick out Errol Spence Jr. to pass the torch down to is amazing, and it shows you his heart, and it shows you that he don't care about the pettiness of boxing politics. That he just want a good fight, and man, he is one of a kind. He is one of a kind, and but those are my thoughts about this fight. I think that Manny Pacquiao, does he have a chance? I think he has a great chance of going to the 12th round. Maybe if Manny Pacquiao still got a lot left in the gas tank, he can maybe give Errol Spence some looks in the ring and make Errol Spence hesitant to throw, and maybe outwork him somehow and outbox him. But if he fades in the second half of the fight, I see Manny losing. But the only way I see Manny Pacquiao winning is if he can still have a lot left in the gas tank and be able to move in and out and throw punches and bunches like he used to. They say every legend has one more great fight inside of him, and Errol Spence better prepare, because Manny Pacquiao may just give him all he can handle. We've been seeing the underdogs in fights, giving the elite fighter hell, even though they go on to lose the fight. But that would just hurt Errol Spence's stock if he can't beat a 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao. So we'll just have to see how it all plays out. And if you like my content, please hit the like button and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And this has been Full Kind of Boxing. Like I say, law don't go around here, law dog. You're savvy. And I'll see you guys in the next one.